They are also aggressive, or they can be aggressive, so you have to watch out. There's actually a rooster up here as well, and they were just antagonizing and attacking the rooster, trying to pet it. And the streets are insanely quiet. This is a street with a lot of street food tents, but everything is closed. All right, the climb to the top begins on the very steep stairs. This is it. These are all the people that are in here. What do I think about the Batu Caves? Yeah, that's the reality of the Batu Caves here. We just entered the park called Titiwangsa. There's like floaties up here. The food here is phenomenal, and it's some of the best in the world that I've ever had in my life. Do you guys hear that? That is one of the calls to prayer that plays over the loudspeaker here in Kuala Lumpur. You hear the call to prayer many times throughout the day. And actually where I'm staying, I can hear it from my apartment. And to be honest, I have no idea, of course, what the call to prayer is saying, what the lyrics, the verses, whatever it is. But it's quite peaceful sometimes to hear. Just to hear it off in the distance. Just like a prayer over you. See? It's very loud, and it's a significant thing to this culture, to this region of the world, just like it was in Turkey when I visited there a few years ago. Today we're exploring an area very close to where we're staying, very close to the Petronas Towers. It is called Kampung, Bharu. Excuse my pronunciation, that was probably really bad, but that is the name of it. And from what I understand, it is a region, it is a district, it is a part of the city here within the central area of the high rises like the Petronas Tower, the KL Tower, the new building that's over there that's being built. And it's a little bit of a walk back in time. That is a preservation of history of the original side of Kuala Lumpur, of Malaysia. So what we're going to do today is we're going to walk through this area and we're going to explore it. We're going to take some video, some first impressions, try some food, and right now it is actually a little past 1 o'clock and I'm pretty hungry, so I need to find some local food. But the other thing is, it's really hot out today. It is 32 degrees so far, and today there isn't so much of an overcast sky like there has been a few days. Very sunny, so what we're gonna do is try to stay under the shade here and not sweat to death. But let's see what we can get into in this region.
What we do here is go back.
So check it out here, guys. This is the flag of Kuala Lumpur. You can see it here. It has tigers on the coat of arms. There is some writing on there. I'm not really sure what it says, as it's in Arabic, I believe. But really, really cool. It has the same colors as the Ecuador flag, I believe. The yellow, the blue, and the red. That's what the flag looks like here for Kuala Lumpur. The Malaysian flag, on the other hand, looks a little bit like the United States flag. You can see it over there against the building. There's one up here, but it's red, white, and blue with a moon and a sun. Very interesting to see how the flag is in comparison to some of the other countries, and it looks a little bit similar, but it is unique in its own way. So we've been walking for about 5 minutes, give or take, maybe 7 minutes, and the streets are insanely quiet. Like, you hear the call to prayer, you hear the trees just blowing in the wind, a little bit of noise from the vehicles passing by, but there's not many people out here. Even a lot of the restaurants, they appear to be closed for now. Maybe during the mid-afternoon, places aren't open. I don't know what the deal is. It is Ramadan, so that probably changes things a bit. And many of the locals are eating, you know, late at night. So maybe it's better to come here in the evening. I'm not really sure. You can see these buildings are very, very different than the modern high-rise apartments, condominiums. You have a lot of local one-level, two-level homes over here. And it's very interesting to see the comparison between here and just, you know, a couple minutes of a walk to all the high-rises. And even over here, there's lots of greenery. You can see the street is lined with trees, so it's very shady. It's very comfortable to be, even in the hot sun. Can you guys see the beautiful mosque behind me with the green dome and the tower where they're doing the prayer out of? Really, really beautiful. I just love how the mosques look. They're always so well detailed with colors, the blue tiles sometimes, and then you have like the writing all over it. It's a really beautiful structure, how they design it and how they build it everywhere in the world where there's the mosque. But here you can see this is a street with a lot of street food tents, but everything is closed. I assume this is for late at night and before sunrise for the people who are participating in Ramadan. Unfortunate. I guess it should have came out in the evening, but it's okay. Let's make something out of this day. We'll still continue around and explore. There is a couple stores in here, so I might have to hop in there and get a drink. We've worked our way down the street a little bit more, and things are appearing to be more open than the beginning. Look, there's some food here. It looks like empanadas. They're making juice. Let's see what else we can find over here. Air balloon. So we kind of found ourselves in like a bazaar area. Lots of products for sale and a little bit of food. Not much food, just mostly products. So we're just walking through and getting a glimpse of how this place looks. I'll tell you, cloud cover makes a world of a difference. It is hot, but yeah, it's really, really interesting and really odd to me that everything just seems so quiet, so closed, almost like COVID times a little bit. And that's really probably because of Ramadan. It's just very quiet in this area. There's not much happening, and we really haven't found any food. There were some snacks on the side of the road, but it wasn't really anything I really wanted to get into. I want to get a nice meal, so what we might end up doing is just walking towards the mall and checking out the restaurants that are in the mall and having a nice Malaysian meal in there, also getting out of the heat and cooling off. So we'll see. So there's this really cool tunnel here called the Pintasan Salaman or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it connects part of the city to the other part of the city that goes over the highway. You know, sometimes you have to cross the highway, sometimes you have to go under. This one you go over, and it's got this really cool modern design with glass, and it keeps the sun off you as you cross over the highway, as you would be very exposed. And it's really cool because right when you get to the end of it, you're just staring at the Petronas Towers. So as you can see, the Petronas Towers are right there behind me. And then right at the bottom of this actually is a little cemetery or a graveyard within the city. It looks extremely old. And there's a lot of pieces that are knocked over, unfortunately, but I wonder how old it is. You see this here, guys? Look behind me. There is not as many people here as there was when I passed through the other day. That is probably because of the raging sun this afternoon. It is hot and it's just reflecting off of the Petronas Towers. So if you want a photo, come here during the day when there's less people. You'll get a good photo. In the evening time, it is much more crowded, but we're gonna head into this mall here It is the famous mall inside where I came the other day to get my SIM card and everything, and they got a lot of good food in here, so we're gonna get something local instead of walking around the streets sweating and trying to find something to eat. Alright, so we're in the mall now, and I actually had to go to a bank to ask them to exchange a bill that I got out of the ATM. The ATM gave me huge bills, 100s, and nobody is taking them. I've been denied like 3 times trying to use it, so they gave me some other ones. Let me show you the currency here. This is the 50 here, the 50 ringgit. It's something like maybe $10, I believe. Really cool. And then we have a 10 ringgit. The 10 ringgit is orange. This is about $2. And so more commonly here is the 10, the 20, and the 1. And right now I'm going to try to spend some of this in a sweet shop. Oh wow. Look at all these cookies. Chocolate chip, macadamia, chip pecan.
Yes, order.
Here is the famous Amos freshly baked cookies. Let's try it out. That's pretty good. I just need a cup of milk. But these cookies here were 4.90 ringgit, so a little bit more than $1. A little pricey, but that's because of their fame. This is what I would love to have right before I go to bed every night. Good way to gain weight. We were just walking in the mall. We smelt it from the shop as we walked by, and I couldn't avoid buying it. Morning. Time is just past 7 in the morning, 7:01 to be on the dot. And yeah, we're out early. There's nobody out here. It is quiet because obviously everyone was just out a few hours ago finishing eating and things like that. But today we've got a special video. Today we're headed to the Batu Caves. Batu or Batu? Batu Caves here in Kuala Lumpur. We wanted to get up early. We wanted to get to the Batu Caves and try to beat all the tourism, well, most of the tourism, but you know, the big tour groups that arrive there on buses don't want to be there during that one and get some good photos, some good shots. So hopefully we can arrive there before most of the people do, at least 80% of the people, and really get to have a good experience here at the Batu Caves. So that's what we're hoping for. Right now we're walking down the road here, and the only thing about out is some cars commuting to work, the ravens eating the scraps left from last night and the food, and that's it. So we got a little commute. We're gonna hit the train. We'll maybe get some coffee first, then the train, and then we will be there within the next 45 minutes, I think. We'll see. Can we do 2 vanilla sweet cream cold brew? Alright, got the coffee. I know, Starbucks. Sorry, couldn't avoid it. Actually, it was impossible to avoid getting Starbucks because none of the other coffee shops were open, and I searched the map endless. I searched all the coffee shops that were from our Airbnb to the train to see if there would be any that are open on the way, and this was the only one. There's a restaurant over here that's open called Old Town White something, I don't know, Old Town White Coffee, and that's open, but it's like a restaurant, so I didn't want to go and just order coffee and sit in the restaurant and wait. Instead, just went with Starbucks because, you know, more likely than not to not be disappointed with Starbucks coffee. And yeah, got the coffee. Let's try it out here. Man, wow. Delicious. One thing for sure though is Starbucks always tastes good. It's just that sometimes you gotta pay a premium price for it. Except that sometimes in other countries it can be cheaper. Here, this was about 14 ringgit, so it's similar to what it would be in some places in the US. Alright, now on to the Batu Caves. Hello. 2 tickets to Batu Caves.
20.
How often does the train come?
Follow the schedule.
Okay, thank you. We're just sitting here drinking the coffee because actually the train comes every like 15 minutes, I believe. And so we just missed one, so we have to wait 15 minutes. But if you are going to the Batu Caves, it's very easy to get there. Just find your way here to the commuter train and look for the sign, Batu Caves. It's written everywhere. And then you just pay to come here. So go to the ticket window, ask for how many tickets you need to go there, and it should be about maybe, I don't know, 10 ringgit or more or less depending on which stop you're coming from to get there one way. So very, very easy. This is the card they give you here. This is the commuter card. It's actually a solid card. Like, it's not a paper ticket like some transportation systems give you in different countries, different cities. I like it. It's an adult card, it says. And I don't know, I guess I could probably reload money on here and use it again, I'm assuming. We'll find out. We have made it here to the Batu Caves after about, I don't know, a 30-minute commute, something like that. Actually didn't time it, but very, very nice train ride here. The commuter train is very comfortable. They have seats that face the way that you are going, so you can sit in the direction instead of sitting sideways like you get on a lot of city trains. But now we have arrived here, and let me tell you, there's not that many people here. Maybe, I don't know, 50 or something. And also lots of monkeys already and lots of pigeons, so this should be exciting. So we're gonna go up to where the steps are and begin the adventure up to the top. And let me tell you, this isn't really gonna be like a historic guide or anything because I don't have much information about it. I really don't know anything, and this is gonna be the first impressions of the Batu Caves pretty much. Alright, the climb to the top begins on the very steep stairs. Okay, 2 stair sets down, only like 100 to go. Should be no problem, right? We'll find out. Wow, there's a lot of monkeys up here. Uh-oh. Hopefully they don't try to break into our bags. Alright, my first impression so far. Very colorful, of course, but there is a scent. It's like a pea smell almost. I don't know, maybe it's something coming from the cave. The actual minerals, or I don't know what you would call it, the surfaces of the cave producing that cave smell. I think that might be what it is. I'm not sure. But I'll tell you what, these monkeys look a little aggressive up here. They're hopping back and forth between the stairs and the trees. Hopefully they don't come after us. Alright, we've almost made it to the top, but we got about 3/4 of the way up, and the monkeys, they were getting pretty aggressive over there. Not towards any of the people here, but there was actually a rooster up here as well, and they were just antagonizing and attacking the rooster, trying to pet it. I don't know why. Maybe they want to make friends with the rooster or something, but the rooster isn't having it, and it was pretty much like, was it crowing or calling? Basically telling them to back off. But we finally made it to the top here after the journey up the steps. It's not that bad, to be honest. You do start to breathe heavy like I am now, but totally worth it. Not as many people up here, so let's enter the cave now. This looks incredible. All right, well, we've entered the first part of the cave here. This is like the main entrance. It's a huge, like, empty cavern. It's pretty high in height. The ceiling is really far up there, but there are some shrines in here that you can visit and see. And then it looks like there's more stairs in the back where you go out and then into another part of the Batu Caves. But look, as you can see right now, this is it. These are all the people that are in here. It's very quiet. You gotta come here in the morning time. It's definitely the best time to visit, because I'm sure in an hour all them tour buses will be coming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk through. I'm gonna show you the caves right now, and then once I get through and I see what I need to see, and then I'm gonna just take a lot of shots, a lot of B-roll, and I'm gonna roll like a cinematic video of this place. So let's get through here. One of the other things I'm noticing is there's lots of pigeons in here. You would think that they would be bats or something, but they're pigeons. So even the pigeons come as... Oh, some guy dropped something, scared the pigeons away. But yeah, you would think there would be like a lot of bats in here. Maybe there are in certain parts of it. And I'm sure there's bats in here now, just sleeping. I don't see any, but lots of pigeons. But it's really cool, the ceiling, there's like the parts of the caves that are like hanging down because of the drips. They kind of just accumulate over time, and you can actually see them dripping. So for instance, like here, you have a spot, all these spots in the background, that's from the cave just dripping. So you gotta be careful when you're walking up these steps. You get dripped on by the cave. It's dripping quite a lot on these steps, but these are the second set of steps walking up. Oh cool, feather just fell. After you come up the main steps, you come up these ones to the second cave entrance. This is the main cave entrance behind me. As you can see, there's a shrine temple there, over there. And now we go up even higher. Well, I'll tell you what, from over here, the top of these stairs that we just came to, it seems like this is the end. There's not much more after this, but it is really, really amazing and beautiful how this cave just kind of opens up to the sky up here. And you can just see all the trees that are growing in it. You can see the sky. It reminds me of something out of Mexico, like the Mexican cenotes, if you know what those are. They're like basically sinkholes in the ground with water. And this is like that, except there's no water. It's just a cave. Really, really beautiful here. Really peaceful. And also, there were roosters over there, and they were calling like crazy because there was another rooster that, yeah, don't know what happened to it. Maybe it was the female, maybe it was a younger one, but the other one was dancing around it, pecking at it. Maybe they got in a fight. I'm not really sure, but something happened to it. But also what I want to say is there's supposed to be another part of this cave system with lower ceilings that you can walk into. So it might be down back at the bottom. We might have to find it, or maybe it's closed. I'm not really sure. We will find out, but for now, I want to say this place is incredibly humid. So however you come here dressed, just keep that in mind. You're going to be sweating a lot, that's for sure. But look at it. Here it is. This is one of the, is this a stalactite? I forget the name of it. Whatever.
I forget which one's which.
But they actually put like concrete over it to keep it from dripping any lower, I think. You can see it all here. There's like this concrete or mud or clay that they put all over it. They put it all over the bottom of the cave up to about, I don't know, 12, 15 feet or so, just to, I think, protect it from eroding and falling and things like that. But wow, really amazing. Yeah, that's the reality of the Batu Caves here, 2023, after 8:30 in the morning. Lots of groups, lots of tourism groups, lots of Chinese groups, and they just flock. There's more to them than there are the pigeons now, which is crazy. But if you don't want to be here when they are here, make sure you come here early in the morning. The cave opens, I think, at 6:45 in the morning, and you can access it here. It is completely free as well. You can pay to go into some other parts, I believe, but you do not want to be here when all these people are here. You will get no photos. The stairs, the stairs aren't as full right now, but wait till these big groups stop taking their group photos and they're all gonna rush up there. Yeah, don't come here when all these tourist groups are here, when they get dropped off by the bus. It is just not the best time to be here at all. So one of the other crazy things is it's Monday morning right now. This is the first day of the week, well, for some people, but it is Monday morning, one of the least busiest days to do anything touristy usually, and it is absolutely crowded. They are here just in numbers, and I wouldn't want to be here walking around right now. And one thing that's crazy is there's so many people now that all the monkeys, they have just disappeared. The monkeys just left. They're like, oh my God, way too many people here for us. And that's what's crazy. Even the pigeons are like, we don't want to be on the ground anymore. We're going to the trees. So you can see them all in the trees. I also understand that for some people, group tours is like just what they're used to, the only way they maybe can travel, but people got to stop taking that many group tours to one place at one time. It's just crazy. But a couple of the things I wanted to mention about the caves are going up the steps are quite dirty, and you will see some reviews on Google about it. There's a lot of garbage. People just leave their water bottles, their trash. Not sure who's doing it, but why? Why do people do that? Do not leave your trash on a sacred site like this. It is not the place to do it. And there are people cleaning, so thankfully they kind of try to keep up on it, but sometimes they just can't. Oh wow, look, here are more buses coming in. Wow, there's like 5 more buses.
Whipping in.
Yeah, honestly, if I ended up coming here at like 10 o'clock in the morning or after and I saw this, I'd probably just turn around and go straight home. There's no way I'd want to be here with all those people. I mean, more and more buses are here. I can count right there, there's at least 10 buses. And they're all Chinese pretty much because they all have Chinese signs. There's business trips. There's people just here on tourism, of course, that are here by themselves. But the vast majority of them are in huge groups, and the vast majority of them are probably over 40 years old. But now we're getting towards the exit again, and just gonna kind of walk around where there's nobody right here. All the tourists are that way, so it's a little bit peaceful here where the entrance is. And there's some more monkeys over here, some birds and stuff. We're gonna look at them and then wrap it up. So as you can tell here, this is one of the spots on the site where all the monkeys hang out. They've actually built this monkey gymnasium or monkey jungle gym, and they all hang out here, and they actually have some food. I don't know what it is, rice I think, but it's really cool just to watch them. And if you stand back a little bit, they don't really come near you, so it's pretty safe. But wow, lots of little monkeys, little babies, and they're pretty cute, but they are also aggressive, or they can be aggressive, so you have to watch out. And oh, see, they're being aggressive. Look at this guy just hanging up on the column up here. Wow, this monkey right here almost went after that guy's banana. He is huge. Wow, you don't want to mess with him. Alright, we are officially leaving the Batu Caves now. What do I think about the Batu Caves in 2023 and visiting them for free. They're okay actually. I think the caves are pretty nice. It's a cool thing to visit here and to see, and it's like one of the biggest sites in Malaysia and Kuala Lumpur, of course. But if you are coming here to see them, like I said, do not go during the middle of the day when it's really hot and there's probably a lot of people. Try to go early if you can. I don't know how it is in the evening time. Maybe it's very nice. If you've been in the evening time, let me know. And if you've been at other times of the day, let me know. I would like to know how busy it is then. But as you can see, after 8:30, 9 o'clock, it's just crazy. Too many tourists, so I would definitely avoid that. But the colors, the whole natural system of the cave is really, really cool. And it's a little bit dirty, like I said, so I need to keep upkeeping it, and a lot of that is probably because of tourists and people just polluting it and throwing their shit everywhere. Then of course you got the monkeys that run rampant and the birds, so all of that. But honestly, it's not bad. Definitely come and visit. It's one thing you have to do. Don't skip it if you can't. Also, like I said, it's totally free to enter the main cave system. There are some other ones that you have to pay for. I didn't go to those because I just wanted to do the free option. But you can check that out or see some other videos or look it up online. But other than that, it's a successful trip to the Batu Caves here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. But as you can see, my train is here now. I'm headed back into the center of the city, and we're gonna go on another adventure, make another video here in Kuala Lumpur. So I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Peace.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Welcome guys, welcome back to another video here in Kuala Lumpur. Now, today's a bit of a sad day and an exciting day. It's an exciting day because we get to explore, we get to see different things and try new foods and stuff. But the sadness is that today is actually the last day here in Kuala Lumpur, unfortunately. You know, before we actually were gonna book just 1 week to stay here in Kuala Lumpur, and then we said, you know what, maybe 2 weeks is better. And I'm so glad we did, because 2 weeks was a good amount of time to see a lot. Definitely could have spent more time here, but 2 weeks is what it is. For now, definitely going to be back. But today in this video, we're exploring a different area. Right now, we are coming over to the National Art Museum, I believe, or National Art Gallery. And we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see what it's like, because I read on Google Views, it's a pretty fascinating place to check out. And I don't often go to museums so often, sometimes in different cities, but today, we need this museum because we're a bit tired, we're a bit out of energy from the past 2 weeks being here and exploring and everything. So today's gonna be more of a laid back day, I believe. And we're gonna go into this library here, check that out, then find some food, get something to drink, and also we can escape the heat today, as it's a little bit sticky, it's warm, but also, I'll tell you what, it's humid, and it's a little bit of a gloomy day so far in the beginning, but the sky is turning now, the blue sky is coming out soon, so it's only gonna get hotter, like I've said in previous videos. So let's hop into this art gallery here and see what it's all about. What is it?
Sleepy grass.
Oh my god, you're making it go to sleep. Look at this mama cat right here. Nice colors, just relaxing. And then right over there are their newborn kittens. Hello guys. Oh, there's 4 of you. Hello. Are you alive? Hello.
Yeah, it's breathing, right?
Hello guys.
Yeah, it's breathing.
Hello. Oh, you guys are cute. You look like you're a couple weeks old. Wow. Okay, there you are.
His eyes are just
Wow, how cute is that? There's 4 kittens here just hanging out by the garbage, the entrance to the museum. And they look like they were just born a few weeks ago. Very, very cute. Ah, these little kittens are so cute, but they should be put in a different area, because as you can see maybe, there's ants all over this wall here, and they're actually crawling on them, because as I touched them, ants came all over my hand. and hopefully they're not biting them. It seems like they're fine because they're not really itchy, but they are pretty cute how they're sleeping together. Look at that. Alright guys, just came out of the National Art Gallery here, and that was actually really cool. There was a lot of cool artwork. Spent maybe 45 minutes in there, probably quicker than most people, because I just don't have the patience sometimes to sit around and read everything. But I try to pick out the things that I really like, and I hope you enjoyed some of the videos and clips that I put into this video so far out there. There's a lot to see, so come here, check it out. It's totally free. You do not need to pay anything to enter it. And actually when we were entering, there was a sign that said no like photography, no camera and things like that, but security guard didn't seem to mind, and people had cameras and they were taking photos with their phone, so it's okay. And also when you go to enter, the way that you enter is that you just have to sign a registration thing, which is a QR code. You put in your name, details, where you're from, things like that, just so they can register how many people are coming in and coming out. And there's 3 floors with different exhibits, a lot of history, a lot of cultural background of Malaysia and Asia in whole. But it's a very, very cool place to come. AC is on in there, so a great way to cool down. There was a few foreigners in there and some locals. Definitely recommend it. Check it out when you're here in Kuala Lumpur. Now, we gotta go find some Malaysian food to put in the stomach here, because we are starving and might just faint of hunger. So we'll see you guys at the restaurant, wherever we go. Bye-bye, kitties. Bye-bye. Oh, they gave us some chicken. Bye-bye. Wow, we are baking out here in this park. We just entered the park called Titiwangsa or Titiwangsa. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I did see the sign, so that's the spelling for it right here, as you can see. But this is a very, very beautiful park with a nice skyline view of many of the most famous sites here in Kuala Lumpur, like the Petronas Towers, the KL Tower, and the world's 2nd highest building so far. And let me tell you, this park here is very, very beautiful. Lots of greenery, lots of different trees. There's a lake, there's like little river systems kind of. On one side it looked like there is like a horse track or something. And yeah, it's just very, very beautiful. Like even here, there's like floaties up here. Just beautiful. So there are maps here that show you all the places that you can see and the different parts of the park to give you an overlay understanding of it. But yeah, as I was saying, it's very nice because there's a lot of nature, like a lot of greenery. You have the lake here, the water fountains in the background. Very, very peaceful. There's like little places that look like, I don't know, maybe they set up some market stall or something. Then you have this pathway that you can go down, you can walk, you can run, ride bikes. So this looks like a place that's very good for exercise. And then there is the National Art Gallery that we went into that's right by here as well. There is a restaurant and things like that. So many things to do here. It's a very, very beautiful place in Kuala Lumpur to see some nature if you want that nature feel. Wow, exhausted. We just stopped at a little, I don't know, local convenience store to get some water because it's really hot. And I think the guy maybe overcharged us. I'm not sure. Let me know. 2 ringgit for this? I've seen the bigger ones for half of that, so I don't know. Either way, it's okay. I'm sure he can use the money, and now I can quench my thirst because, man, I need it. Bad news. Like I said in some of the last videos, you know, during the day I found out that the places are mostly closed unless you go to an area that's really catering to tourists, you know, during the afternoon because of the heat of the day with Ramadan and all that. Well, over here we looked at Google Maps and we saw that some restaurants said that they were open, but then when we showed up they were closed, so it was really hard to find some food. And it's almost 3:30 and still haven't eaten today, which is crazy. Actually, I shouldn't say that because this morning we did go to 7-Eleven and we did get steamed bun as like a little breakfast because it's underneath our apartment building and it was very quick as we needed to pick up some necessities from there for our last day. But seeing how I couldn't find a restaurant and we had just left the Titiwangsa, no, not Titiwangsa, sorry, Titiwangsa, or there it is, Taman Tasik Titiwangsa, however you pronounce it. I'm sorry guys. Instead, we're just gonna head back to the Airbnb and, you know, gather up our belongings and rest because we do have a flight coming up tomorrow morning, very early actually. We're leaving before sunrise, so gotta get to bed a little bit early. But with that said, I hate to end the video there and not really get any food. But what I did last night is we actually went to the local bazaar market near us and got some food and tried some new things that I haven't had yet. I've had a lot of different food here off camera as well. Nasi kandar, nasi lemak, more of that, and more of just other little snacks here and there. And some things from restaurants, some things from cafes, some things from local markets. In summary, the food here is phenomenal and it's some of the best in the world that I've ever had in my life, and I definitely really love it. Although some of the stuff has so much flavor, so much spices, so much mixing that sometimes it just doesn't settle well in the stomach, like, you know, 12 hours later. But that's okay. You pay the price, and I will still eat it because I still love it. Well guys, that's gonna be it for the videos here from Kuala Lumpur on this channel. I know I didn't post too many. I posted more on the other channel, but there's plenty more adventures to come in the future and in different countries here in Asia. So yeah, that's it here from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I will definitely be back soon to Malaysia to visit, but thank you guys for watching, and that's it. I'll see you guys soon. Later.